Hi darlings, this is Christina, and today I have a few new goodies. I decided to once again try some RMS blushes as well as a few Sisley lipsticks. You guys kind of talked to me a little bit about the RMS blushes and to give them a try one more time, and so that's exactly what I did. And the Sisley was just calling my name. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, darlings, so I have to let you know, I kind of have these corresponding based on the colors. So I do have two RMS blushes. I decided since I had Crystal Slipper and I didn't like the tone of it as much, I don't feel like it showed up on me. I was going to try some deeper shades, and you guys did throw me a few colors in mind, and so I did try them. We have Maidens Blush and French Rose. And you know I'm a sucker for, rose colored blushes. So these were the two I decided to try. Now these do have a 24-month shelf life and are made in Italy with 7 grams of product. I will give you comparison swatches to the Crystal Slipper at the end. But we're going to try each of these as well as the Sisley. Oh, it's a mouthful, guys. They are the Le Phyto-Rouge long-lasting hydrating lipsticks, and I have it in the color Rose Tokyo and the color 22 Rose Paris. And so they are so luxe feeling. They have the same type of packaging and they have their own little sleeve, but the Rose Tokyo I believe is the newest color that they've come out with. I have been using it, so it's not completely new, as you can see at the tip. But I want to show you the color. It was so pretty. I just couldn't resist purchasing it. It's a beautiful, like peachy, rosy color, and I just love it. Surprisingly, I found this on sale on Amazon. Don't even ask, but it was like $30 less. And if Rose Tokyo was also in there, I would have purchased it like that too. So sometimes, guys, you can find them less expensive at other retailers. Besides Nordstrom's and the normal stores, but that's Rose Paris. And I'm going to show you why I chose to pair these with the blushes. So this is Maiden's blush. I'm going to place it. Sorry, guys, I promise I'm not using my middle finger for any reason in particular, except it's just the easiest one for me to get to. I apologize. I noticed in a lot of my videos, I was like, oh, I hope they don't think I'm like flipping them off. I promise I'm not. And if it offends you, please let me know. I will stop using that finger. And then this is French Rose, and I'm going to place it here. So these are the colors. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do one look with the French Rose and the Sisley Rose Paris. That like kind of works, right? French and Paris. Anyways, and then I'll do the Tokyo Rose and the Maiden's Blush together. So trying to think what's the lightest color. I think the pink will be the lightest. I'm also going to show you how I like to wear these best. What I realized about RMS Beauty for me and how you get the longest lasting finish of them. So be ready for that. Okay guys, I'm going to zoom you guys in, okay? I'm going to have a little coffee, guys, because it's been a long week. Awesome week, but a long week. This is like my 3rd cup of coffee, but it's delicious nonetheless. So what I'm going to do on this cheek is just put the French Rose RMS blush by itself, okay? On this side, I'm going to show you how I like to use these best. I'll do the same with Maiden's Blush, okay? And yeah, I'm so excited because I think I'm going to like the RMS blushes a lot better this way. When you think of it in this type of way, because I'm a person who needs her blushes to last, I cannot be fixing my blushes every few hours. And for me, this on its own kind of is like a cream blush for me. But I'll show you that in a minute. I'm just going to take my Chanel Fluffy Blush Brush. Ooh, I don't even know what one this is, but it's the blush brush. So this mirror is very nice, better than the Dior Backstage mirror. That was terrible. For the price you pay, you really need a nice color, a nice mirror. So ridiculous. But this one's very clear and it's beautiful. and it's easy to see yourself in. Beautiful pink blush, so pretty. And I love this color, I do. And I knew based on like all the colors that I wanted to try this sooner than later, and I was always going to try it, and it's beautiful. But after a few hours, this starts to fade on me, okay? So as lovely as this is, and it is effervescent, and if you're like going on to the beach or you're going out for some quick errands and you don't want a lot of blush, this on its own, perfect. Don't add anything else to it. You can just rock this. It's beautiful, it's radiant, it's luminous without being glittery. But if I'm going on a work day, okay, and I want this to, you know, last me a little, I would use this here combination. Now this is a recent purchase for me. I'm not going to do a separate review on this because sometimes I just get makeup that I want to try for me. I have been loving Hourglass. I've been using that holiday palette from last year. I've been using that a lot more, but I was wanting a blush that was a little less punchy, and so I decided to choose Sublime Flush. This is like a newer color. It's supposed to be like pinky lilac color, and it is so pretty. It's got that beautiful marbling. This will be the first Hourglass blush I've tried on its own. I bought the powder and I bought the blush. So yeah, I love. So I'm going to use my Sonia G Cheek Pro palette. Dab this here. Now what's interesting about these Hourglass powders is they look really flat and matte, but they do have a little luminosity to them. But what I like is that these last like all day, guys. Like I don't need to retouch. And as you can see, they're very similar in tone, except this one is just a lot more matte. Okay, so you see. Oh, yeah. Love, okay? But if I want to add a little oomph to it, right? That's when I'll go and get my French Rosé blush. But for me, it's like a topper cream, okay? And then I will put it over top. Now I know Kosas came out with a blush recently. I don't know, guys. Unless you guys are really wanting me to review those blushes, I'm pretty good. Like I like the blushes I have. I don't really feel like I need to add any more to my collection. I ordered so many of the Rare Beauties, which are beautiful, but I am going to give you a comparison. Those are a lot more sparkly, a little less natural looking, okay? And that's why I like the RMS. They're definitely less artificial looking than the Rare Beauty. But guys, if I do these two blushes, this is going to last me all day. And you can see they look very similar. This one just will stay. And so I really like the Hourglass powder on its own. But if I want to, like I said, zhuzh it up a little, I'll use the RMS French Rose over top. And it's so pretty. All right. So now we are going to use our Sisley lipstick. I love a pink beautiful lipstick, and these are raved about because of how hydrating they are, how luminous, how healthy. You know, Sisley is supposed to be like very natural, and I just needed to try this. This is Rose Paris. Now, if this color feels like a little bit, you know, too bright for you, which sometimes this is a little brighter than I like, I will take my Sephora cream gel liner, and I purchased quite a few of these because I just really love the formula. I love the finish, and I love to mix highs and lows. You know how people like to do highs and lows with like clothing? I do that too. but I like to do that with makeup. Like I'm exploring some other things that are a little less expensive, but this is in the color Rose Wine 03. Guys, I do list all my products down below. So if you ever want to know what I'm wearing, I always link it. If you want to just deepen this up a little, I'll just because I want it this color, but I want it just a little deeper. But I like this color. I really like this finish. Just a more, you know, deeper in finish. What I love about these, it does give you a really plump look to your lips. Very hydrating, very beautiful, very much like the Clé de Belle Precious lipsticks. I feel like it's that same type of formula. Very pretty. All right, darlings. So this is the final look. Okay, and while we're here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, you know, my love affair with the Chanel blush that is no longer available. It was a special edition. Everybody loved it. It was very unique to Chanel. One of the best blushes I've ever tried. This was the Fantasy Day Chanel, and I love this blush, and you see how much pan I've hit. I've been trying to be very delicate with how much I use it because I don't want to be without it, but I can tell you something. If you wait long enough, Chanel will come back out with similar things. Like there is a release launching with Chanel that reminds me of what made me initially fall in love with Chanel. One of their duo highlighter blushes. Oh, I loved it so much. I used it to death. I used the whole highlighter section. I'll put a picture here. Anyways, they're coming out with more in summer. Not the same colors, but it looks like the same formula. So, you know, I may have to just rock with this for 2 years, and then guess what? Chanel will bring it back. So try not to stress about those things because they always come back. Like they do. They come back in different ways is what I found. Anyways, so let me place this here. Now, this is very pretty, but it also is so fair. It's also like a topper for me. So that's it there. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. But let me show you. I'm going to show you the Hourglass Sublime Flush here. And you'll see it's a lot flatter. That's it there. Okay. And then I'm going to show you the RMS French Rose next to it. And then I'm going to show you them together. And guys, you're going to die. Okay, so that's the RMS French Rose. Now, I'm going to put these together. Now, this is the mixture of the Hourglass and the French Rosé next to the Chanel Fantasy Day Chanel. So as you can see, it's not the same color, but guys, if you are tanner like me, this color actually is going to suit you a little better because it gives you a little more pigmentation. So it's very similar, guys, very similar when I put these two together because it kind of dims out the French Rose and it just gives the most beautiful, healthy look. So that would be the combination here. Okay. I was so excited when I saw that. I was like, this is it. This is what I've been trying to duplicate, trying to find a dupe for, and I found it. Now, do you need to go out and get different blushes to create this look? I don't want to tell you that, but these are part of their normal collection and lines. You have to worry about them actually like dropping off and being special editions. They're colors you can always purchase. You don't have to do it now. And honestly, between the two, it will equal the same as that Chanel blush because the RMS are like 35 and Hourglass is maybe about 60. So anyways, you're going to get tons of product. You will not run out of it anytime soon. And until they come out with another one, or if you just like, you know, you're like me and you're deeper in skin tone, you will love these two combinations. I love to combine my formulas of makeup. I love it. It's like my favorite thing because you get to create your own kind of thing. Anywho, guys, so I'm gonna remove all the lipstick and the and the blush, and now we're gonna go into our other color, BRB. Alright, darling, so I removed all the other blush and lipstick. I just put a layer of my foundation over top, and I have been using the Prada Balm. I picked this up during the Sephora sale. I love this. It isn't the one that's peach color changing. I like it because it's kind of a matte balm, and it kind of just smooths over your lines. It just gives you a little moisture when you have your lipstick on. Not like these need it, but just in case. Throughout my wipings of these things off and on, I like to put this balm on. Enough of my chit-chatting. We're gonna go into Maidens blush. So what I'm gonna do is bring you guys in closer and we're gonna try this out. I'm going to use my Refer 24 brush. And this was the one that many of you guys said to try out because I was trying to duplicate my Evening Beige Chanel blush, and that's one of the reasons Crystal Slipper was a little disappointing for me because I was wanting it to be something else that it wasn't. What's interesting about this one, it actually looks like it's not as shimmery as the French Rose. I don't know. It's very pretty though. Okay, and since I told you guys how I like to wear these, what I'm going to do on this cheek is use my Chanel Le Beige Sun Kiss powder. I'm going to use just the bronzer. And this is how I would use it to make it stay all day. I'm using this one as opposed to the medium coral because this is more of a neutral leaning bronzer, and in some ways it kind of looks blush-like to me because it's like interesting because it's almost like a pinky brown color. It's a very interesting bronzer color. But like I said, it's probably going to be the closest like to this Maidens blush. So that's why I want to kind of correspond. And I'll show you swatches of all of these in just a moment. And then we're going to go into Maidens blush and put it over top. And that way we get that beautiful glow and it will last my workday. All right, darling, so Maidens blush on its own, Maidens blush with the Chanel Le Beige bronzer underneath. Okay, so now let me show you a little swatch. Okay, so Maidens blush, I'm gonna swatch it right here. So it's a nice, pretty brownie pinky color, which is perfect. And I'm going to show you my Evening Beige, the color I just love and can't let go because I haven't found anything to replace it. But I think this is going to be a very close replacement. That is Evening Beige, my Chanel blush that I love. And like, it's old. It's got to be at least 3 years old. And I don't use it, but I know I need to like not use on my face anymore. Okay, so that is it. And then we have the Chanel bronzer. I'm gonna put it over side here, right here, which guys, so crazy. It's very similar to the Evening Beige. Remember I was telling you it almost reminds me of a blush? It's almost giving me those vibes. Now I'm gonna put them both together. Now this is the Chanel Le Beige bronzer and Maidens blush together, and you can see it's very close to my Evening Beige. Okay, so here is the color, and I've never seen it. A color so close to Evening Beige as this one. Very nice. Now what I did also want to show you really quick before I do my lipstick with the Rose Tokyo is show you French Rosé, but also show you Happy from Rare Beauty, because I want to show you how much more shimmery it is. So I'm going to clean off my hands, my fingers, and I'm going to place it right here. let's just start in a new place. So that is RMS French Rose, right? Then we have my favorite of all the blushes, highlighters, Happy. As you can see, the RMS is definitely more pigmented. It's more pigmented and it's luminous, but I don't know why it's not showing up. You can't see it here, but you can definitely see more glitter particles in the Rare Beauty. I'm trying to get this to show up and it, guys, does not want to show you. But there's definitely more glitter particles in the Rare Beauty. So the RMS Rare Beauty in Happy. The finishes are different and the colors are different. I feel like the French Rose is a little more cool leaning and this is a little warmer leaning, the Happy color. Okay, that's what I want to show you. I didn't want to forget. So now we are going to go into Sisley Rose Tokyo. This is one of their newer colors. I'm going to place it right below here. It's a beautiful orangey, pinky, brownie color. It looks so pretty for like an everyday lip. And see what this color is going to be so pretty. Okay, so let me just darling, so this is the look, and as you can see, it's a beautiful neutral color. I think I'm gonna get tons of wear out of this summer. And spring, well, spring's almost over, so tons of this summer. It's just such a pretty neutral color. It gives your lips the most pretty, soft, romantic look, but like not too much. Like it definitely is makeup, but it's leaning toward that very soft and effortless kind of makeup look. And with this one, you really don't need a liner, so I'm not gonna put one with this one because I think the color tone is just so perfect with all of this. So that is it. Tell me, what do you guys think of the Sisley lipsticks? What do you think of the RMS? Do you agree with me in my feelings about RMS? How have you done with the RMS blushes? Have they worked for you throughout the day? I may be the only one to experience that, and maybe my skin eats up my blush more because of like my skincare. I have no idea. But yeah, because I feel the same way about the bronzer. Oh, I told you I was going to show you the Crystal Slipper. Let me do that real quick. This is Crystal Slipper. Sorry, I almost forgot to show you. I didn't want to forget. But Crystal Slipper and Maidens blush. So you can see they're definitely different in tone. Okay, sorry. I am planning out the rest of this summer content. I need to film all my Chanel Le Tenue dual lipsticks, so that's on my list. I'm going to film all my Guerlain lip oils because I have like 5 now. I want to just show you that. I think that's a good thing to show you, to always have as a reference on this channel, those 2 things, because they just are permanent in the lines. I'm definitely going to do a best of the 2024 year luxury beauties. Let me think. I need to do a brush ranking. I'm gonna do a blush ranking, a cream blush ranking, and I want to continue to do my color series. So I'm thinking my first one I'm gonna do is my peach one, because I'm going to be tagging Allison Chase because she actually already did a peach 10-minute everyday look, and she told me she would love to see my rendition of it because we have a lot of the similar products. And I was like, ooh, challenge accepted. Yes. So I will be doing that, showing Allison's her video here, just so you know. But I'm going to be doing that sooner than later. And I want to do a pink. I know you guys asked me about, there's a Guerlain video. There's a videos I've been doing recently where I had a certain look that actually is a mix of the Chanel. Oh, that's another thing. I need to finish doing my Chanel eyeshadows, the singles, because I did purchase 2 more, which I love. So I need to edit the first one and then include the others and give you guys the look you're looking for, because it's a mixture of that and the Guerlain Aura Glow palette. So it's a mixture of those two. So I'm going to get to that. Anyways, those were the ones so far. That is quite a bit. So if I can film like 3 videos every week, which I try really hard to do every weekend, I think I can get through those. Editing is a whole nother story. I'm working on it. But let me know if there's any other content things you want to see. Because like I said, I am trying to organize this and get everything you want. And yes, there'll be drops of new releases in between that, like Chanel's coming out with their summer collection. So yes, darlings, I'm just asking for your assistance because I just want to give you what you want in regards to also kind of doing what I love. And I love to create looks and I want to do more of that with you, but I also want to give you the content that's going to be helpful for you in your future purchases. All right, darlings, I hope you have a great day, a wonderful week, and I'll catch you in the next one.